I can't believe summer's almost coming to an end. The fresh breeze, the green trees, it kind of forced you to think about all the plans that you had and what you've done and what you should have done. But because of situations, you couldn't really do that much about it. I need to take my vitamins. You know you're getting old, Wayne. Just kidding. What you are about to experience is a little bit of my everyday life, trying to figure things out, the struggles that I have, and the pondering thoughts between them all, and how I come to a understanding within myself and how there's a connection between me and deeper connections, let's say that. You know that saying where people pray for courage and strength, and they're never really given courage and strength, what they're praying for. What they're given is actually opportunities to show their strength, to show their courage. And I think as a parent, you can really resonate with the idea of the DNA really providing these opportunities, that connection through DNA with your children. What does a baby computer call its father? Data. So as I sit and organize my clothes and continue organizing my room and continue organizing everything around me, I organize my thoughts. So let me tell you, I've just been feeling a little bit stuck lately. And I could attempt to go into the idea of explaining that Mercury was in retrograde. And because I'm a Virgo, it's heightened for me. And so all of these confusions and struggles and relationship struggles and ideas and creativity, I struggle with them during this time. So I know a lot of people really don't believe in astrology, so I'm not going to really go into that. I'm just going to talk about how things are really going for me. And so one of the things that I was really feeling was lost. I was feeling lost in a way. And I didn't know why. Like, I'm good. And so I think this is where the DNA connection came into play. And so my son, one of my sons, called me up and he told me he was feeling that way. He was feeling lost and disconnected, and he's struggling. And so I went into the parent mode, into helping him think about his thoughts and to reflect on what he needed to reflect on, and to see where he needs to be thinking and how he needs to be thinking. And so he could get out of that rut and stop feeling lost, because it's just something that we go through regardless at times. And so I was giving him that guidance and that insight and that knowledge and wisdom that I have as a older traditional Native American man. No, I'm just kidding. But I gave him that insight, and he was like, okay, I needed that feedback. I needed that connection, that I needed to hear that from you, me specifically. And so he's like, okay, I'm gonna be all right. Thanks.
And then there was this, the continued struggle that this platform creates for me, and I'm sure other people. I ponder. I wonder. I need energy. Just kidding.
Then, of course, lately I've been going through the creativity struggle with videos and just like what I can do, how can I do it, feeling less than, like if I would have done this and this, I would have been more prepared, and I'm just feeling stuck and feeling less than, like I'm not able to do what I've been doing. It's just another piece of being stuck in the rut at the moment. And so how does that DNA connection come into play? My youngest son comes up and he tells me, because he's going to be getting back into school, and we started doing homeschool, and he's feeling the disconnect and the loss of not being in regular school and not having that mental ability of knowing what's going on in school. And he said he's going to struggle. And so I just went into the dad mode, affirming him and going into the thoughts of like, well, that's what your brothers thought when they went through homeschooling, and the whole thing about what we've been doing, how we've been having discussions, and how I've been teaching, and the stuff that I've been giving you to practice on is not necessarily school education wise, but I think school education wise is there to help you develop critical thinking and adversity and all of that type of stuff. And so what I do is not necessarily that in those specific ways, mathematics, science, and all of that. It's more so of just strengthening your brain, learning how to think about what you're thinking about, and that metacognition. And so, like, when you're faced with situations, you're going to be able to think it through and come out on top or figure it out, Just once you get focused in, your brain will do the work for you because you're mentally strong. And that's my focus, is helping you become mentally strong.
But of course, I am not one to shy away from what you call thrift therapy, retail therapy, and just finding things that brings a little joy. You dig and you find little treasures, and that creates a dopamine effect. So it's all good. It doesn't cost that much. And I think it's a necessary part of just being able to reward yourself.
Anyway, and so another thing that I was like really pondering is the idea of a potential relationship and the possibility of that, and how that might work out and how it may not, and all of these things. So I was struggling with it, and just like not having anybody to like bounce ideas off and thoughts off with, because I don't want to go into it. And so DNA connection comes into play again. And so one of my other boys calls me up, and he's like, yeah, so there's this girl. And so we've been having a discussion over the past 2 or 3 weeks. And I just, like, he called me all the time. It's like, oh, what is that old Shakespeare story when this guy is trying to talk to this woman up. I can't remember the name. You know who it is. And he's all calling up to her. Then the other guy, he's hiding behind the bushes, and he's telling him what to say and how to say it. And over the course of the time, like, he's helping him how to think. And so not so much that, but just kind of, that's what I was able to do with my son. It was just like, all right, well, there's this and this, and we're just breaking out his thoughts and his wonderings and everything, and to help him with his situation and his relationship. been slacking past 4 or 5 days. I know I should really get some work done. You know. Alright, on most weekends I don't ship nothing out. Of course Sunday. But like on Saturdays, I don't ship nothing out. I usually ship out on Friday. So Saturday is a non-ship day, unless I got a good amount of orders to go out, then I will. Usually I'm only dealing with 1 or 3 orders that come in on Saturday, so then I wait until Monday. By that time others get added to it. Alright, and this is my space to put all the stuff that I need to get shipped out. All I gotta do is track them down wherever I have them. I'm pretty organized, so yeah. Yeah, with the clothes, there's a different bagging. So yeah, I found some Allegria sandals. These sold right away. I think within the first 4 days. Had my Nike Forces I barely wore. Those sold eventually. Then some Belvedere dress shoes. Then I get some Clark shoes. I was trying to pick like some really good shape ones. Like the bottoms, like it's like almost like brand new. A lot of times when I go, I try and look for myself, but I wear size 14s. Very rare to find brand new shoes for myself. My schedule is getting all flipped around again. I wonder and think about those who are not here with me and how they have their impact on me and how I can have my impact on them. And when I have these pondering thoughts and wondering and struggling times, I can always resort to that coming up for me, right? These are the opportunities that are given to me for being a father. The opportunities that are shown to me that I do have my courage and strength, that sometimes that I doubt. We all do. And so when I think about my situations and my struggles, like when I reflect on those conversations that I already had with my kids, it's like I already did the work. And basically all I gotta do is just do it, you know? Just start applying all the processing that I did with them, for them, and implement it into my things and get moving and keep on going. Because I thought of the ups and downs already. I thought of the struggles and the triumphs. I thought about it all. And it's just crazy how all this stuff works. Everything works itself out. And I think we just gotta be aware of what is being shown to us instead of looking for something that we think we should be looking for. And just see what's right in front of us, what has been put right in front of us for all this time. Whoa. To be continued with that idea. Fingers crossed. All right, till next time. Cmanvlogga, I'm out of here. In 3, 2, 1, peace out, my ninjas.